So, imagine this. You're back in the game, and suddenly, new roles like engineer, snitch, and tracker pop up like uninvited guests at a party. It's like adding avocado to your toast. Do we really need it? Well, maybe we do. Players are now strategizing and chatting more than ever, trying to figure out how to achieve their objectives without getting sabotaged. Who knew socializing could be this hard? As the game progresses, it's all about suspicions and theories. I think it's Tom. No way, it's definitely Sarah. Like a reality show that nobody asked for. Tensions rise, and the drama keeps everyone glued to their screens, popcorn at the ready. Will they uncover the imposter, or will they just end up pointing fingers like they're casting a vote for the next president? But wait. Amidst the nail-biting suspense, we have the players' hilarious banter. Seriously, their witty comebacks and playful jabs act as the comic relief we all didn't know we needed, like a class clown right before final exams. This adds an extra layer of entertainment to the whole ordeal, making you laugh while trying not to scream at the screen for being wrongly blamed. Now, let's talk debates, heated ones. Players are practically having an MVP, most valuable player, showdown where they reveal their strategies and whodunit suspicions. It's like watching a finance class where everyone argues over who mismanaged the budget, only with more betrayal and fewer spreadsheets. The atmosphere crackles with mistrust and excitement, and you half expect someone to whip out a PowerPoint presentation. And here comes the juggling act, completing tasks while trying to avoid being the main character in a horror movie. Players realize they have to balance their roles like pros, dodging the spotlight while achieving their objectives. It's akin to being in a group project where you're doing all the work but praying no one notices you're actually the smart one. The dynamics of teamwork and betrayal are really put to the test here. Players are aligning themselves with different factions like it's a high school cafeteria. Some are more vocal, passionately defending their buddies, while raising eyebrows everywhere. It's like a game of chess, but with a lot more whining and possibly some strategic pizza orders. As the plot thickens, players start discussing potential suspects and alibis like they're auditioning for a detective movie. They're tracing movements and trying to create a timeline of events. Cue the confused looks and swirling thoughts. It's like trying to remember who borrowed your textbook 2 semesters ago, but this time, the stakes are even higher. Now, enter the engineer character, a role that's causing more debate than the latest Marvel movie. Players are as reluctant as ever to reveal their identities, fearing they'll be targeted quicker than a dorm snack runs out. Talk about keeping secrets tighter than your budget after the first week of college. Things heat up as accusations start flying. It's like dodgeball, but instead of balls, it's all about trust or the lack thereof. Players are grappling with who to believe, and the urgency to vote out the imposter is almost palpable. You can practically feel the sweat and the stakes rise higher than your caffeine intake during finals. The dynamics are wild. Accusations are thrown around like confetti at a graduation ceremony, while players try to keep their innocence intact. It creates a fun yet tense environment, like being in a group project where everyone's just waiting for someone to take the fall. Spoiler alert, it's usually the one who didn't show up to meetings. Strategies are emerging faster than a last-minute study group. Players are trying to protect each other while completing tasks, showcasing the delicate balance between cooperation and competition. It's like trying to juggle during a water skiing lesson. Good luck with that. Their humor only makes things better, as players express their disbelief and frustration over each other's antics. It's like a sitcom where everybody's a little too dramatic and way too committed. Who knew a game could be such a roller coaster of emotions and witticisms? As players complete their objectives, they are also navigating the ever-looming threats posed by the imposters. The pressure to finish tasks is like the ticking clock of a quiz you forgot to study for. Spoiler alert, you might just find yourself in a panic with your hands hovering over the keyboard, frantically clicking away. Introducing the swooper, a character who can momentarily become invisible. This little mechanic is like adding a dash of chili to your ramen. It complicates the whole dish. Players are left scratching their heads, wondering how they're supposed to investigate when half the players are playing hide and seek. Accusations are escalating, and not even the classic not me defense is working anymore. Players are defending their actions while pointing fingers like they're auditioning for a courtroom drama. Meanwhile, the social dynamics of trust and betrayal weave a complex web tighter than your jeans after Thanksgiving dinner. Everyone's trying to piece together the timeline leading to a body being discovered, showcasing all their movements and interactions with a sense of urgency. It's a bit like tracking down a missing group project, only this time, it's not just your grade on the line, right? Accusations keep flying like a bad rom-com where everyone's just trying to find love, or in this case, survival. The social dynamics at play are like a high-stakes poker game. You're weighing every move and hoping your bluff game is strong enough to keep you in the game. As the game ramps up, the importance of teamwork and communication shines through. Players begin sharing their alibis and observations, but watch out. Misunderstandings can lead to the dumbest of mistakes. It's like forgetting your teammate's name during a project presentation. Cue the awkwardness. The players embody a mix of camaraderie and suspicion, reflecting the intricacies of group games. Trust is essential, yet so fragile, like your laptop's battery life during a critical assignment. Are they buddies or backstabbing frenemies? Only time will tell. Enter Arthur, who is under massive pressure. It's almost as if he's carrying the weight of the world, representing the anxiety we all feel during those high-stakes gaming moments. This just highlights the fine line between clever strategies and pure instinct on a roller coaster of emotions. As accusations continue to fly, players wrestle with their perceptions of one another. It emphasizes the challenge of identifying truth in the midst of deception. It's like trying to sort out a rumor in the dorms. It's confusing and usually leads to an awkward encounter at the dining hall. And let's not forget the light-hearted humor that reigns during these discussions of strategies. It's that camaraderie that makes it feel like a friendly competition among pals, even while competing fiercely. This adds an entertaining layer, reminding us all that amidst the chaos, we're just here to have a good time. Accusations and defenses continue to swirl like leaves caught in a windstorm. Each player tries to decipher who the impostors are, keeping the tension and suspicion at a peak. This crazy dynamic is what keeps viewers glued to their screens, wondering who will pull out a victory amidst the drama. Ultimately, teamwork and communication are the unsung heroes here, as players attempt to complete their tasks while simultaneously figuring out who might be an imposter. It illustrates that delicate blend of collaboration and competition. Without it, it's just chaos, and we all know how well that goes in a college dorm. Players express a potent mix of confusion and fear while navigating the challenges of the game. The stakes are as high as your caffeine intake during finals week, fueling those urgent discussions. It's a wild ride, buckle up. The dynamics of trust are really put to the test. Players vouch for each other, while also suspiciously eyeing the suspect standing right next to them. It's a classic case of you're my buddy, but is it you? Showcasing all the complexities of social interaction in this thrilling game. In the end, accusations keep flying as players defend their actions and strategies amidst the chaos. It's like a chaotic game of charades where everyone thinks they're the best actor, but the prize is just bragging rights. Let the games begin.